Hi, it's Lee Kapansky here. Turn your hips more, turn your shoulders more, which frees you up in the backswing to get into a flatter position here like this. No, it's a stack and tilt. Is it the A swing, the B swing? Okay, shouts out Bob, the local prophet that lives on the driving range with his bag of tricks. What about arch your left wrist at the top of the backswing and then open up your body through impact? Now everybody trusts him because he's just finished his second book on biomechanics. But all the elite coaches expect John the mid-handicapper to master before he blows his back out. So why is it that your body wants to swing left and chop across the ball like this? Is it because you're stupid? No, because hold that shoulder back and then dig the elbow into your side. I mean, that feels good, doesn't it? Towards a target. I mean, I know I'm going on about it, but it's absolutely massive. I mean, just between me and you, that's why your swing fault has got nothing to do with your swing, but rather the way in which your body is positioned and reacts in relation to the target. Your swing fault has instantly disappeared.
Since day one, something's been missing. I know it's time to transition to a new kind of way and let the passion come out.
Now in this video I'm going to show you why most golfers never correct their swing faults, and it's got nothing to do with your swing. And I'm going to show you how you can instantly correct any swing fault by just naturally reacting to the target. Oh, you don't want to be doing that. This clever piece of kit lodged between your ears is amazing. And I'll start with a slice because most people have had one of them. I bet even Tiger Woods had one once. Now a slice starts left and then curves back to the right with slice spin. Now a slice is from the same family as a pull left or a pull hook or top left shots or top heavy shots. And dare I say it, a shank. Now generally a slicer is doing either this, where they swing steep in the backswing, okay, the hands and arms disconnect away from the body. Now from here they swing to the left from outside to in, across the body this way. Or the other variation is when they fizz it on the inside, loop it across back from outside to in, and swing back, cutting across the body. Now this in my mind is when it all starts to go wrong. And that's when all the noise surrounds these movements, like turn your hips more in the backswing, turn your shoulders more in the backswing to give you more space, to allow the club head to work back on a flatter swing path or flatter swing plane. Strengthen your grip, turn that left hand further over, get the right hand working more underneath like this here, which closes the club face through impact, which combats the slice spin. Okay, or push the ball position further forward and hit it on the up. Okay, that'll get you attacking it more from the inside, which stops you from moving across onto the outside. And don't forget, keep your left arm straight and keep your head down and still, because that's definitely going to improve things, isn't it? Now another one which is really, really important is to get that, hold that shoulder back and then dig the elbow into your side. I mean, that feels good, doesn't it? Now if you're a slicer and you've not tried the pump drill, then you've certainly missed something, you know? Or is it the rotary swing? That's the best one. No, it's a stack and tilt. Is it the A swing, the B swing? What about arch your left wrist at the top of the backswing and then open up your body through impact? That all the elite coaches expect John the mid-handicapper to master before he blows his back out. The fact of the matter is that you'll fall into one of these categories naturally anyway. So why force it? I mean, I know, jump on a launch monitor and compare your curvature and your spin numbers with your mates. Or force plates. Oh, that's the way to go. Oh, you cracked it. Now send your video in and we'll correct it for you. For a small fee, of course. How can they without firstly doing a dynamic stance check?
Oh, tell me what I'm feeling. I'm high above the ceiling. Tell me what I'm feeling.
Now as far as club fitting goes, if you're going to get fitted it can be a massive investment, and it should be done by somebody you know, somebody you trust, and somebody who knows your swing. And the basics have got to be firmly in place. you know, rather than getting fitted for your slice by somebody who's just trying to make a sale. Now, you don't want to get fitted for your slice, do you? So what do we see in Pro-Ams all the time? The guy that stands to the right, swings to the left and slices the ball back into the middle of the fairway, if he's lucky. You know, and he's never going to reach his full potential. So if we relate this to throwing a ball, if I'm to stand over to the right side like this and throw the ball back over to the left side, now my hips are blocked, my shoulders are blocked, my right shoulder's flying out there, okay, I'm losing power, losing control, and I've really got to do something special to hit the target. I'm actually standing in my own way. Now if we were to flip it and I was to aim more left and throw the ball at a target on the right hand side like this here, you'll see that my body's free to turn and move, my hips, my shoulders can freely turn and move. You know, my right shoulder's behaving itself, it's no longer flipping out there, it's staying in the position where it should be. You know, and I'm using my whole body to react to the target. Now if I just put a golf club in my hand and I do the same again, if I was to aim too far to the right side, okay, and swing back to the left, there's your slice, there's your pull, there's your top, there's your duff. Now if I was to flip it and do the opposite and aim more up the left hand side like this here and swing over to the right side, you'll see that from here, you know, I'm coming from a flatter swing play, I'm swinging more over to the right side. My body is naturally reacting to the target. My hips, my shoulders, my whole body is free to react to the target. And what you've done is you've actually corrected your slice. You know, I know what you're thinking. You know, you're thinking, I'm still a slicer. So why is it that your body wants to swing left and chop across the ball like this? Is it because you're stupid? No, because just like 99% of golfers that fight with a slice, a pull left or a pull hook, top left shots, heavy left shots, and dare I say a shank, you're standing too far right in relation to the target and you're instinctively reacting back to the target. I mean, believe it or not, you haven't got a swing fault. It doesn't exist. I mean, if you don't think you have an alignment problem at address and you slice it, then you're kidding yourself. You know, and you'll always be a slicer, a puller, a topper, a duffer, or a shanker. Do you stand tall, be proud, come on, you're brilliant. Go for it.
If you like this video, then please smash the subscribe button.
And give my dad a big thumbs up.
And hit it like this.
Boom! You got it!
Was that it?
Explosions!
We got it?
Boom, explosions! Isn't that amazing?
That's a cracking shot, that, mate. It's a great shot, that, mate. Straight down the middle. Just to job that. Right, come on, Leo, smash it, mate. Come on. Oh, that's a cracking shot, that. Straight down the middle. So as we've already established, you know, the majority of swing faults have got nothing to do with your swing, but it's an alignment problem because your body will always want to react and get back to the target. Now, a telltale sign that you're swinging to the left is to check your divot pattern. If it's left, then you're swinging left. Just so you don't think I'm a complete idiot. There you go. Nobody would ever know. Now, just before we crack on and instantly correct your golf swing, do me a favour, okay, and do it for me. I know you hit some great shots and I know you're a good golfer and maybe even a single figure handicap golfer who rips it, but you're a slicer. So do a stance and alignment check, okay? Now, pick a target if you're right-handed across the driving range far right and vice versa for a lefty. And don't make it easy for yourself. Don't do it on a driving range mat because anybody can do that, okay? Now what I want you to do is, I want you to address the ball. So you picked your target, you're addressing the ball in relation to the target. Now what I want you to do is you put a club down on the line of your feet like this here, okay? And then the one which shows you everything, and the most important one is the one which runs parallel to the feet, which is then going towards, directed towards the ball to target line. Now, this is a really good indication if you're aiming too far left or aiming too far right. Now, if you're a slicer, I guarantee that this club on the ground, which is on the ball to target line, will be way right. I know it's shocking, isn't it? But there's a perfectly logical explanation. Now, if I come back here and I stand directly behind the ball, with both eyes looking at the target, then that's easy. You know, it's a natural thing to do. It's easy to align yourself when you're standing like this. But as soon as I stand on the side and I turn my head and look at the target, now the whole world looks like a different place. And my right eye becomes stronger and the line of vision gets bent towards the right side. So then what do? We tend to follow the line of vision which is bent towards the right side like this. Now, in my subconscious, I know the target is over here. So what do I want to do? I want to react and get back to the target, so I swing left. So the first thing that tends to happen with a slicer or somebody who's swinging left is it forces your impact position back in your stance. So what I mean by that is when you swing left, your hands and arms come closer to your body through impact, so the club head then hits the ground before the ball. So the first quick fix is naturally to position the ball further back in your stance. But what happens is as soon as you do that, you have to reach across with your hands and arms, okay? And what happens is your left hand will turn more over into a position like this, and the right hand will go fit on more from underneath. So now you're in a strong grip position, okay? Which closes the club face through impact, which fights the slice spin. So a slicer thinks, yes, I'm onto a winner. But the problem with this is, as soon as you force the ball position back in the stance, you take a stronger grip. You'll see if you look at my posture, like this here. So what happens then is, from this position here, it runs into the swing. So you've got even more problems with the swing. I mean, how many times have you seen this? I mean, this is the classic, that you get the guy who's aiming up the right-hand side like this, got a nice strong grip, ball position back in his stance, and what he's trying to do is pull the ball back into the middle of the fairway. Now, you might get the odd good one out there, but you're losing massive amounts of club head speed and control. And one day you'll find your weakest link and you'll blow either your back or your knee out, you know, whatever it may be. So keep your head down and still, finish your swing, keep your left arm straight, turn your hips more, turn your shoulders more, which frees you up in the backswing to get into a flatter position here like this. Okay, shouts out Bob, the local prophet that lives on the driving range with his bag of tricks. Now everybody trusts him because he's just finished his second book on biomechanics. Now the easiest and most effective way to correct a swing fault is to use the targets, to fight against all of your inbuilt instincts and feelings for your swing fault. Now after all, golf is a target orientated sport. I mean, just swinging more to the right or more from the inside, you know, it doesn't mean anything unless you're relating it to a target. Now the muscle memory for your swing fault is often underestimated and it overrides everything, brain, everything. It can be a real beast. You know, if you've got a slice, the challenging part as a coach and a pupil is to reset things. So to reprogram your body, then you've got to do the complete opposite. Now if I was to simplify the correction process for you, then it would look like this. So now I'm throwing a ball. Rolling a ball. Now tennis, cross line, long line, slice, top spin. So now we get to golf. Now pull, push, slice, hook. If there's spin on the ball, then that's the club face alignment in relation to the swing path. So for example, if the club face is square in relation to a outside to in swing path, which is going left, then there's your straight pull left. If the club face is open in relation to a left swing path like this here, then there's your slice. Now what's never really talked about, and it's obvious really, is that your body will always want to react and get back to the target. And that's why when you correct a swing fault, you start firstly with the correct alignment at address. And if the person helping you with your golf doesn't start with a stance check, then Now, I love golfers and I'd be probably lost without them. But at times like this, when you're trying to do your videos, you know, it's been one of those days today. Pretty full for a Monday. So as I've already established, I'm a slicer because I'm used to standing too far to the right and I'm swinging left to get back towards the target. Now just imagine I was to do the complete opposite. I was to aim left and then swing right. Look at what happens to my body movements. Now because I'm aiming left and then swinging over to the right side, reacting out towards the target, what happens is automatically I'll attack the ball more from inside to out, like this here. Also as well, if I've got any backswing issues like this, what tends to happen is automatically the backswing will become more rounded and slightly flatter, but it allows me then to come down from inside to out and react out towards the target. So what happens is the club head will stay much longer with the ball. Okay, so my timing doesn't have to be so good. If I'm swinging left and the club head cuts away from the ball, which needs exceptional timing. Also as well, my hips turn, my shoulders turn. It's a much freer movement. Everything moves and turns naturally. You know, and I'm no longer gaining or losing height if I'm standing to the right side and swinging left, everything goes up and then down. And the whole movement looks much smoother, rounder, and less jerky as before. There are so many positive things that happen just by standing further to the left and swinging out towards the flag, which is over towards the right side. I mean, I've already talked about how my angle of attack is now coming from an inside path on the downswing. And not only do all my spin numbers and flight to path angles drastically change and improve, but my impact position is corrected. So I'm going to want to move the ball position further forward into a more neutral position, which automatically changes my posture. Previously I was swinging from outside to in, okay, so my hands and arms were coming into my body, I was slicing across the ball, so the impact position was too far behind. Now that I'm attacking the ball from the inside, this pushes the impact position further forward into a more neutral position, so I'm going to want to move the ball position more to the left. This also has a big effect on my grip. When I'm gripping back here, it tends to be kind of like this, and everything gets twisted. When the ball position is in a neutral position here, my hands and arms grip on the golf club in a natural way, okay, which fits my body correctly. Then what happens is, instead of being twisted in this kind of position, when the ball position is adjusted, my grip is correct, my posture is also correct. Now that I'm no longer swinging to the left from outside to in and blocking myself, I'm creating more club head speed, more effortless power and control. I'm going to be a beast. I mean, I'm no longer going to be slicing it, but straight push to the right, or a nice little fade, or a little baby draw, all because I've changed my alignment in relation to the target, because my body will always want to react and get back towards the target. I mean, I know I'm going on about it, but it's absolutely massive. I mean, just between me and you, that's why your swing fault has got nothing to do with your swing, but rather the way in which your body is positioned and reacts in relation to the target. Your swing fault has instantly disappeared.
If you like this video, then please smash it. Oh, I was going to say smash it like it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright. Yeah. If you like this video, then please smash it. Oh. I'm off now, I'm off.
Yeah.
Hang on.
If you like this video, then please smash the subscribe button and give my dad a big thumbs up and hit it like this.
Okay.
Hey, so you do it like you got gel on your hair and everything, lads. What's up with you? Hey, looking
Good you put
You've got it then. Hey, it's just
So now as we get down to business, how does it work in practice? Now, if I've got a slice, a pull, a top left or left heavy shot, and my divot's the left, then obviously I'm swinging left. It's not rocket science. Now, this is powerful, and this is the secret to correcting your swing fault. Pulling it. Not good.